Howdy friends, Crazy Jason here, and you've entered my wacky emporium. Sometimes I love Walmart, you know. I went on a late night run, had to pick up some groceries, and as always, you know, gotta go through the God, how can there be sirens going off at this time of night? Sorry, to you it's early morning, to me it's late night. You know, I gotta sneak back into my coffin before the sun comes up. But anyway, I digress. I was in Walmart, in and around the $5 bin, and I had this feeling inside, you know? It was a feeling like I was going to find something. But I didn't know what it was. It was completely unconscious. And I go in the $5 bin, and this is what I get. That's right, folks. Better Off Dead. Finally. After all these years of looking, I just decided last week to upgrade my 80s VHS collection. But I had been looking for this on DVD for years anyway, just because, you know, this is one of the greatest, this is the greatest 80s comedy right here. Savage Steve Holland, man, may he live long and prosper. And there's even a bonus CD inside. You know, when I picked it up, okay, there's nothing but Crocodile Dundee in there. You know, I love the 80s, which, by the way, I like this packaging. I'm sorry, but I do. I mean, you know, it's very 80s. And yes, there's some Photoshop going on there, but it's a lot better than some of the, you know, Navy SEALs. Right? So, you know, I pick it up, and I'm looking at it, and I can feel this connection. You know, I know that it's mine, and that's how I know this is why I've never gotten it before. When I've been out looking for it. Where's Better Off Dead? Where's Better Off Dead? No, we don't have Better Off Dead. When there's been Better Off Dead, but I didn't have the money to buy it, you know? And then I felt this connection, and I knew that it's like when a you know, a father or a parent first holds their newborn child in their arms, and there's that sort of invisible abyss type thing flowing back and forth, connection. Anyway, I just knew. I knew this was the one for me. What the fuck is that? Denizens. It sounds like something is broken and loose in there. This was the only copy left. You hear that? You hear that? Feels like, sounds like a skittle in there. This is a broken piece of something. It just breaks my, oh God, it sounds worse now. It was the only copy and it was mine and there was a connection. Now it feels like a stillbirth. Oh well. Moving on. So I don't know. I was at Redbox and I guess I was feeling in sort of a Kevorkian mood. So I decided to rent You Don't Know Jack. Al Pacino plays Jack Kevorkian. And I don't know, just something about the picture. The guy is creepy. He looks like Kevorkian. It's really not right. But I've heard from a trusted source, and that trusted source happens to be the other Jason. And he claims that this is Al Pacino's greatest performance since The Godfather, I believe is what he said. So, you know, I had to check it out. But now I don't know whether I should watch Better Off Dead if it's not broken, and or this before I well, you know, I usually take a movie with me when I go back to my man cave back there, or my coffin. So I don't know. I wanted to get that out of the way, let you guys know that I was going to watch You Don't Know Jack. And, you know, I'll let you know what I think about it. 'Cause you got a big ass, and I'm going to stick my syringe all the way up it. No, that was terrible. I'm sorry. That was horrible. Horrible. Horrible joke. Never mind the implications. Okay? Never mind the implications of making fun of assisted suicide. Not making fun, just making a foul joke. What's really unforgivable is the impersonation. It wasn't even an impersonation. It was just childish, stupid, junior high. You should just stop watching me right now. I don't deserve to watch this movie. That's it. Now, when I got in the car, out of Walmart, got in the car, cranked it up, turned it to the local classic rock station, right? You know what they were playing? Lunatic Fringe. It was a sign. Follow my train of thought. Please, indulge me. Vision Quest, right? Right? Another great 80s film. You know, great performance by Matthew Modine. It's got that rocky theme of the man trying to make it, you know. Deals with first love, all that good stuff. Plus has an incredible 80s soundtrack. Well, it made me think, what is it time? It's time. It's time. It's time. Finally, it's time. I'm going to show you. I'm going to be brave. Okay. I grew a pair of balls just for you. That's right. Lucas. You want to know about Lucas? I'll tell you about Lucas. Lucas, once upon a time, was on my top 5 films of all time. That's right up there with Alien and Thin Red Line. Speaking of Thin Red Line, if you don't mind, I put a lot of work into this review I did for the rough cuts of the Thin Red Line. So if you could just head on over there and check out my review. Give me some props, you know. Give me some comments maybe. Please, you know. Right there. But come back. Come back and finish this, okay? Because I'm trying to explain myself here. Lucas. Now, I've come across this DVD quite a bit. You know, $3, $5, whatever. Cheap price. There's no reason for me not to pick it up. But there's some reason why I don't. I finally realized, it hit me tonight or this morning or whatever, that I've got some sort of strange attachment to this particular VHS tape. And it's all wrapped up in nostalgia. You know, I can't watch this movie unless I go in there and I put it in my VHS player and watch it on my old little 13-inch TV. And I just, you know, it just struck me, you know, as an epiphany that it's time. I'm all grown up. It's time to upgrade Lucas to DVD. But this is what I want to say about Lucas. Lucas is not just a romantic teen comedy from the 80s. Lucas is actually a French New Wave film, gussied up as a teen comedy from the 80s. Yes, that's right, I said it. Well, not really, but sort of. I would hazard enough to say that this is the greatest teen comedy, romance, dramedy from the 80s. Because it's not just comedy, it's not just romance. They deal with deep, you know, deep human things, you know, first love and, you know, not being good enough, you know, and it just, Corey Haim, or Haim, as Robert Osborne is fond of calling him, delivers an outstanding performance in this film. And great supporting cast. Charlie Sheen, Cary Green. So, you know, I'm not going to go into this right now, but, you know, that's the epiphany. I hope you were able to follow my thread But really, it's all about this. This is, I came home and it was really all about this. I really just needed to share this with you guys. Yeah, man, you know, it's got the sleeve, you know? I mean, it seems cheesy with the I love the 80s and no features, but hey, you know? John Cusack, Better Off Dead. You can't get any better than that. I'm so scared about this right here. I'm really terrified. But, oh God, I've just got to go ahead and open it and see what's wrong. Of course, once I open it, I can't return it. So that was brilliant. Ooh. Yeah, looks like the little clip thing there broke off and then created some plastic mess inside. But tentatively, I am not scared. Oh, dude, no way. Eco packaging, how un-80s. Okay, so here's the cool music from the 80s CD. Just got some of the music from the film. I think this is a really cool addition, you know, especially since this is a bare bones release. And what's this right here? You know what? I need this Save Ferris t-shirt. I don't know, but I need that. So basically what I heard rattling around was this piece of plastic broke off, but I don't give a shit. You know why? I'm going to show you why. Because I am about to put all of that mess into this. Yeah, that's right. Good old-fashioned DVD case. No eco shit. So it's all good. My night is good. You know the secret? You know the secret where you put a thought out into the universe and, you know, the universe, this is what I want, and it comes to you. Well, that's what happened to me tonight. And I just wanted to share that with you. Here on Crazy Jason's Wacky Emporium.